Welcome back to Smoke Signals, a show hosted and created by me, Delwynde Babette. All right. I hope you are doing well, and thank you for sharing this moment with me, because I have a few things to say. You don't like them? You can turn off. There's a million things to watch. The energy off of these two cards, Buffalo Soldier, Dreadlock Rasta, and the Third Eye, is an energy of being enslaved, being oppressed by someone, being used for another person's purpose, in unfair and not gaining fairly for your time or your energy. All right. Now, imagine yourself in that position, enslaved or oppressed. Where does the mind go? How does the mind survive? You dissociate, you go elsewhere, you open your third eye, and you travel the realms of the mind. Now, this is pretty much a basic trauma response that anyone will do. The difficulty is building something in this abstract world of the mind and bringing it back to earth. The people that can do that are leaders, because those are the people that walk around on the streets, not afraid to be kind, not afraid to shorten the distance between hearts with smiles, not afraid to compliment, not afraid to see the world as beautiful, see people as beautiful. And those are the real leaders. Real leaders are born in communities. Real leaders are protected by the people. Real leaders are accompanied by the people. And I think there's an invitation for us in this time and place to change our narrative around leadership, change our narrative around who we allow to represent us as people, as nations, as religious leaders, as spiritual leaders. Because if you really observe what happens upon the global stage, it's clear that these are not people that have the collective's highest intentions and good in their heart. I wouldn't trust them with my kids. I wouldn't trust them with my taxes. I wouldn't trust them with my marriage. I wouldn't trust them with my death. If you feel similar, then I think that there is a potential for revolution and magic to help us change this narrative. And so I pray that this message finds the right people, because I think there's more power in numbers. I am only one, but with you we could be two, and with a few more, who knows? But I believe there's a powerful movement just waiting for us to seize the opportunity, and we have the technology to spread this like a wildfire. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about that brings some seriousness into this is the unprecedented public health situation that we are currently in. A lot of us might have chosen to forget about the pandemic, the virus, the vaccine, and so forth. And ignorance can be bliss. It's wonderful. Everything's good. But the reality is that a lot of the choices and decisions made during this time have consequences, and not all of them might be good. And there is a refusal to really allow a truthful narrative out there. The virus has been presented an ideal environment for systemic infection, reinfection continually. And so it is gaining strength while we might be in blissful ignorance. And we need responsible leaders that are willing to challenge the narrative, not just for conspiracy and laughs, but to bring truth and order into our future. Because we are potentially in a quite dangerous situation where death might surround us in numbers that are terrifying. And even if that is the case, then we also need to mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually prepare for this death. Otherwise, our society will completely collapse. And personally, I refuse to allow that to happen for the sake of my children and for the sake of myself. I love life, and I think you do too. Now, the last card. Ooh, where did I push this up? There we go. Satanists are very real. Their souls, however, are never beyond God's salvation, deliverance. That is the truth. It's the truth for you. It's the truth for people that you might hate. It's simply the truth. No one is beyond redemption. Redemption, however, is a road taken inwardly towards the self, towards the heart's will, the heart's truth, the soul. That's something everyone is capable of doing. Not everyone does, but if they do, no matter whom they may have been previously, they are changed, they are activated in the same way as you and I. So who are we to judge them if they prove that they are of light? If they prove. I lied. One last card. Human trafficking, modern day slaves. There are still people, souls on this earth who are being mistreated, mishandled. And I'm not even just speaking about humans. I'm speaking about animals. I'm speaking about trees. I'm speaking about elements that are being mistreated, trafficked, distributed, manipulated. It is as if it is nothing. Everything is being treated like this. And it doesn't change until we do the work to change. And when we do the work to change, we also need to unite. Unite within a movement that's ancient. It's not new. I'm not a founder of anything. Neither are you. There's absolutely nothing new under the sun, but there is remembering the pure power of the divinity of the God that is smiling within you. I love you. I hope there is some food for thought. Leave some comments. Peace out. See you in the next episode.